How old are you, Candace?
40-ish.
Come on, you're really not going to say your age?
No, that's rude. 46. I don't want to say my age.
Are you 46, really?
Yes. Vacation!
What's different between 46 and 26?
Besides my boobs.
Yeah, besides your boobs.
I don't really care about as much about what people think.
That was a big part of your... When you're 26, that was a big part of life, is caring about what other people think?
Yeah, and like the future and what was I gonna be and how was my family gonna look? What was my family gonna look like? Like, how many kids was I gonna have? Was I gonna have kids? And now it's like that's all done, so I don't have to worry about that anymore.
It is about to pour out again.
I think when I was in my 20s, I'd wake up every day and be like, now, like, what am I gonna do? Not like in the morning with work, but I would worry, I'd have anxiety about what my life was gonna look like when I was an adult, a real adult. And it would worry me all day and all night. It's probably why I drink so much.
Where are we going, Candace?
I don't know. Queremos comer, like, comida normal. La comida here is tan rica y, I don't know, fancy.
Candace, where are we going?
I don't know, I didn't understand what they said. It's open? ¿Es abrir?
Give me the rundown. Where are we, Candace?
In an empty restaurant. I think my biggest worry now is time is running out. Now I'm on the...
You really feel that way?
Yeah. I start to think about like how many more years do I have with my kids? How many more years do I have with Franny before she like doesn't want to talk to me? You know what I mean?
I think so.
Yeah.
Why is there a swimming pool in the restaurant?
Well, it doesn't have any water. Well, I think it's off season. Probably in the summertime it's full. This place is obviously jam-packed with how many seats they have. When you're younger, so you asked me the difference between then and now. When you're younger, there's an innocence and a naivete, ignorance almost to thinking big. Like when you're a teenager and you're thinking world peace, and you're like, yeah, I can get it.
I can solve the world's problems.
You can solve the world's problems.
Yeah.
And then you get older and you're like, no, I can't.
Right.
And I'm going to focus on my family. And I think that's why it's like, I'm glad that we have a little family to take care of. It keeps you sane.
Yeah, you start to understand and appreciate what you actually can contribute
Exactly.
to the world.
Yeah. Sometimes the greatest impact is controlling like the mess in your bedroom, and it makes you feel better. Isn't this so pretty?
What does a trip like this mean when in your 20s?
In my 20s, it was like checking off a story to tell. You know what I mean?
Going on vacation, like going...
An adventure. So I had like I could put another like chapter in my book, like the next page. Oh my god! And so my book could be really full. And by the time I was here, I would have done all these crazy things. Now it doesn't mean that much. I don't need to check off that I went on a vacation to the Dominican Republic. Now it's more like I went away with my husband for 2 days, and it was relaxing, and I got to sleep, and we got to talk, and we got to play in the rain.
We didn't really.
No, we did not. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it means.
What are we getting for the kids?
Junk.
What do you look forward to now in life?
My kids. Like our little, like, building, like, our nest. I look forward to you and me being old and looking back and be like, we did it.
There's some of that now.
Yeah. And every year I feel like we're like, look what we did, look what we're doing. That's just what I keep looking forward to, I think. Like, every day being able to have. So before it was like filling in chapters in my book, now it's like going back and rereading the chapters and being like, look what we did. Remember that time? Or even just a few days ago, remember when Georgie was being silly in that showcase that she was in? Like, you know?
Uh-huh.
I get before it was the joy of the anticipation and the excitement of doing new things. Now it's the joy of, like, reflection. Even like an hour ago and like 5 years ago.
Those are good answers. How was your vacation, Candace?
Beautiful.
Sorry, it never stopped raining.
Okay.
The sponsor of this video is BetterHelp. If you're considering speaking to a therapist, BetterHelp is a great place to start. BetterHelp connects you with licensed therapists who's trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. Now, for a quick word on the importance of therapy, I happen to have an expert right here. Candace, how old were you when you went to therapy for the first time?
19 years old.
And what made you want to go to therapy?
I think that the minute I thought about wanting to go to therapy is when I knew it was time to go to therapy. I don't know, it's just a feeling where you feel like you can't talk. You're done talking to your parents or your sister or your friend. Like, you get that feeling where you're like, I need something more. That's when I knew I had to start.
Thanks, Candace. That's good. It's honest. Thanks for being in my BetterHelp ad. So if you think you might benefit from therapy, please consider BetterHelp. Click the link in the description below. And not only does it support this channel, but it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. So you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you.